Good evening and welcome everybody to ACMi sports coverage of Arlington Girls Varsity Basketball, the 2018 edition. Tonight, your Arlington Spy Ponders take on league rivals, the Reading Rockets. My name is Rob Anthony, and as always, I'm sitting alongside the coach, Scott Zwick. We're coming to you live from the Kozlowski Gymnasium on the campus of Arlington High School, and we are high above the southern sideline in the bird's nest. And Scott, the Spy Ponders are on a little bit of a roll coming into tonight's game, and we're heading into the new calendar year, and there are going to be some expectations perhaps for this team. They won't be sneaking up on anybody.
They won't be sneaking up on anyone. Happy New Year, partner. Happy New Year to those of you in Spy Ponder land, in the YouTube universe. The Spy Ponders come in with a record of 2-2, but they were really the buzz early of the Middlesex League as they used 4 freshmen to really springboard an already experienced club into some early success, which has gotten the attention of everyone. They just suffered a tough loss at Methuen, 49-45. They held an 18-5 lead early, struggled to make outside shots, which has kind of been the key all year, 8% from three-point in that particular game. Methuen was able to take in, make tough shots, and so the Spy Ponders will be looking to bounce back.
And the Reading Rockets invade, league rivals, division rivals, and we expect something of a track meet tonight.
Something of a track meet. Reading likes to move up and down. The Spy Ponders, as we've talked all season long in all of our broadcasts, they look for steals, deflections, push the pace. So something's got to give somewhere, as both teams like to move up and down. Kind of usually that's going to be a battle of attrition. And for Reading, they sport a 2-3 record, splitting their last 2 after the holidays. An 38-37 win against Beverly and a win against Macedon, both on the road. And they will rely on returning all-league Haley Lightbody, love that name, who has been dynamite for the Rockets as they prepare, like the Ponders, to enter division play.
So Haley Lightbody is a junior guard, and she scored 23 in the outing against Wakefield. A little bit more of a one-man show, perhaps, one-woman show for Reading, we shall see. Whereas the Ponders have relied on a more balanced attack, running a motion offense, a lot of people getting on the board. What kind of challenge does playing against an all division, all league, all conference type player present for the Ponders tonight?
I think the biggest challenge it presents is, are you going to allow that player to touch the ball more than once on a possession? When you have a 30-second shot clock, if the player is able to receive the ball, get rid of it, and then not get it back, it usually bodes very well for your possession. So that's something to look forward to see if Lightbody touches the ball twice in a possession. Anytime she touches the ball twice in a possession, very dangerous stuff. If they can limit it to once per possession, that's good news for the Spy Ponders.
And we are told that Reading likes to run. The Spy Ponders like to run. We're going to find out tonight which team can handle being run against.
The Spy Ponders so far, from what we've seen, Rob, certainly no one has matched them as far as a cardiovascular endurance. And so it'll be interesting to see if Reading is up to the task. And if they are, they could have some success. If not, they could face the same problems everyone else has when they come into this gym. They tire as the game goes on, and they wilt, and they make turnovers and mistakes.
Well, there you have it, folks. First game of the new year, first division tilt for the Spy Ponders and the Reading Rockets, and we are now prepared for the starting lineups. PA announcer is going to have some trouble with some of the Reading Rocket names, I predict. We did a little sleuthing and talked to the coach and got some pronunciations.
Did you get some pronunciation? Well, don't look at me, because you know, unless you phonically spell it out for me, it is not going to happen. I can say light body, and that bodes very well.
I am hooked on phonics, Scott. So
there you go.
The officials for tonight's game will be Kenny Pigeon and Mike Hogan. Starting for the Reading Rockets will be number 3, Isabella Zagami at the guard. Number 14, Alyssa Putowitz. How was that? Junior at forward. Katie Nestor, senior captain, will start at forward. Junior captain number 21, Haley Lightbody, will start at guard. And starting at forward, number 23, sophomore Alexis Brown. And now for the Spy Ponders, crowd gives them a nice welcome.
Freshman number 4, Ava Connolly.
Ava Connolly will start at guard, freshman number 4.
Starting at forward, freshman number 20, Claire Ewan.
Claire Ewan, number 20, freshman, will start at forward.
They all have a nice little patty cake move they get before. I love it.
Carrie Ann Farina starting at forward.
Senior captain number 14.
Junior number 33, senior captain number 14, Abby Ewan. Excuse me, no, that was Ellie Demaray. And number 15, Abby Ewan, will round out the starting lineup for the Spy Ponders.
And Abby Ewan, Rob, we forgot to talk, and we're going to continue right after this. We honor America with our national anthem. And let's get ready to play a little bit of hoops.
And Scott, as we broke for the national anthem, you were going to, we're going to see Abby Ewan wearing a mask tonight. You were going to explain to the viewers why.
Well, it really took me by a little bit of surprise. I was unaware that Abby Ewan had broke her nose in the broadcast that we did.
Stoneham.
It's against Stoneham. It was the play in the corner far away from us where there was a tie-up for a loose ball. She continued playing. We certainly didn't see any ill effects. It's the kind of toughness the player she is. She's playing with a broken nose, and if you're wondering what the mask is, that's what it's for. It's to protect her because she's playing with a broken nose. So that's how tough she is.
Yeah. And so out come both teams. It looks like Claire Ewan will jump for the Spy Ponders, and Lighthouse, Haley Lightbody will jump for the Reading Rockets. And we are underway. Ewan controls the tip. Connolly will enter the attacking zone. Find Claire underneath, and she will lay it up and in. Ponders out to an early 2-0 lead.
Connolly with a sharp pass down low. Ewan squared her shoulders and finished.
Rockets do a nice job breaking the press that time. Fires up a 2. Farina will get the ball, and here come the Ponders.
Just what the Spy Ponders want, early offense, grabbing a rebound. Things going well early.
Ball is knocked out of bounds that time by the Rockets. And the Ponders will maintain possession.
You can see there, though, the speed of the Reading Rockets. They really can handle the pressure more with a little more acumen than most teams we've seen so far.
Connolly finds Demery. Demery can't get it to go. Here come the Rockets.
The Spy Ponders look to stop dribble penetration, deny one pass away.
Rockets will run their offense. They stand around a bit. Dribble drive, light body with the ball. Light body looking to do some damage, gets into the lane, throws it up, and Connolly forces a jump ball. Nice play by Ava Connolly.
Ava Connolly just showing years past her age with experience there, getting in front of the player, forcing a jump ball instead of a foul.
And we have a 24-second violation as the Rockets couldn't get the shot off before time expired. Excuse me, at the high school level, that is a 30-second violation. Connolly will bring the ball up court against very light pressure from the Rockets.
She should be able to dribble penetrate anytime she wants. We look for here on the offense, the cut through and the pop out. Here's the cut through, and look for a pop out. There's a cut through and there's her pop out.
Abby with the ball at the top of the key over to Ellie. Ellie to Farina. Farina back to Connolly. Very methodical. And Abby has the ball taken away by Lightbody. Lightbody looks up ahead and throws a ball out of bounds. That'll be Ponders. That'll go the Ponders way.
Lightbody with a nice little push ahead, maybe got a little too excited. Here comes the press back the other way, almost token pressure on Ava Connolly. The Spy Ponders really moving the ball side to side, being very patient on offense. They're looking for the cut through and the pop out.
Ellie being aggressive with the ball and throws it over to Claire, but the ball hit the end line. That'll be Rockets ball. So we have a 2-0 ball game, 5:57 to go in the first quarter. Ponders pick up the press.
Ponders right here doing the soft press, which means they're going to trap hard over half court. And there's a deflection and steal.
Nice steal by Carrie Ann. She puts it up, can't get it to go. Finds Abby. She will tee it up. Kaboom!
Farina tries once, can't get it to go, gets a rebound over to Abby Ewan, squares her shoulders, 2 points.
And we're going to try a three. No good. We had a little struggle for the rebound and a foul was called.
Well, I'll tell you what happened there. I believe it's going to be on.
I believe that was on Demery.
Yeah, Demery. Nice call there. She held, trying to prevent someone from getting to the basket for an offensive rebound.
Lightbody dribbles into the lane and gets it up and gets it to go with her left hand. Nice play by Haley Lightbody.
Lightbody, very impressive. First player we've seen all year be able to dribble right past Ava Connolly. And Connolly pays her the price back in the other end.
Claire will tee up the 15-footer. Demery with a rebound. And the Ponders will initiate the offense. Abby thought about it, took it, and we will go back the other way.
I like the shot selection by the Spy Ponders, but if you're going to let it fly, don't hesitate. Just let it go. Here we got a soft trap, which means you're going to trap hard over half court. Soft trap. Here comes a hard trap right there.
Rockets doing a good job of the trap. Throw it away there. Abby gets the ball ahead to Connolly. Connolly with her left hand tosses it to Farina. Ball lands harmlessly out of bounds.
Good thought by Connolly. Farina just outside outstretched hand.
Lightbody looks up ahead, and we get the bucket to go. That was Katie Nestor with 2.
This Lightbody can move, and she's got the Spy Ponders moving a little bit fast. So the Spy Ponders have seen someone that can move as fast, if not faster, than anyone on their club. And right now, they're going to have to make a little bit of an adjustment.
Rockets doing a very nice job against the Ponders press. I say that just as Abby steals the ball. Looks ahead to her sister Claire, and we are coming back the other way.
Back and forth we go. Claire isn't able to finish at the basket, but
that was Nestor for the Rockets.
Nestor was able to complete in this end.
And so the Rockets take a 6-4 lead, and Claire that time will be fouled as she takes the ball to the hoop, and that foul will be against Calliope Doherty.
So we've got a back and forth affair here. Both teams want to push the pace, so it's really who's going to be able to withstand the pressure, who's going to be able to hold on to the ball tight, who's going to be able to make the cuts at the right time, make the decisions with the ball. Right on cue, here comes Wicks. This should be a game that Wicks can really have some success in.
Wicks is coming in for Carrie-Ann Farina, who had a nice first stint. Claire doesn't get the second to go. Here come the Rockets. Rockets will tee up an 18-footer. Swish! That is number 3, Isabella Zagami.
Zagami squared her shoulders. They're looking for early offense here with the Rockets.
8-4 Rockets. 3:14 to go. Ellie tees up a 3, and it will be Rockets ball.
Spy Ponders continue to struggle from the outside. The day they hit these outside shots will be the day they take a turn for the best.
Nice deflection by Abby that time. Bothers the whole Rockets possession. Ellie gets the rebound, gives it to Diana Wicks. Wicks looks ahead of Connolly. Nice dish, doesn't have the shot, kicks it back out. Ponders will initiate their offense.
Wicks is one of the best players in the Spy Ponders at looking ahead.
And kaboom! There goes Claire Ewan with another 2.
Bing, bang, boom to Ewan squares her shoulders from 17. Bang! Oh.
And just like that, Claire Ewan will draw the foul. That's the first on her. That's the second team foul on the Spy Ponders.
I don't think it's a bad call. It was kind of sighing up here because it's just the reach you don't want. You're in good defensive position. You're in the paint. You're in between the person you're guarding and the basket. Don't reach.
8-6 Rockets. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter.
So Wicks will take care of
Light
body right now. Doing it very, very physical.
Here comes Light Body into the lane. Goes up again with her left hand. This time, no. Connolly comes down with it, and she will run. Looks ahead to Ewan. Ewan stops, pops, gets it to go down. Tie ball game.
Ewing does a great job of settling. Ewan does a great job of settling her body, coming together, and going up strong. But one thing to note early about Light Body, she's right-handed, but she dribbles best to her left hand. Let's see if the Spy Ponders make an adjustment, make her dribble right.
Farina comes in for Connolly.
She wants to dribble left.
Rockets set up their offense, not as much motion from the Rockets. Claire playing very aggressive defense. And that time, Abby tips it out of bounds. And who are they going to give that to? They're going to give that back to the Rockets. That looked to me like it was off a Rocket.
I think the Spy Ponder was standing out of bounds when it hit them. That's why.
That was Abby Ewan. Ooh, in and out, heartbreak for the Rockets.
Good rebound.
Diana Wicks will handle the ball. Throws it into traffic underneath. And Abby comes up with it. Goes to the hoop, gets the harm. Abby Ewan will go to the free throw line for 2.
So Abby Ewan will go to the free throw line for 2, but I want to tell you, Carrie-Ann Farina right there did a wonderful job of meeting the basketball. It was a pass that was not maybe a perfect pass at the right time, but she went after the basketball and tried to meet it, and that's what kept the ball alive, and that's why Abby Ewan is shooting a pair at the line.
Tie ball game, 8-8. 2 minutes to go in the first frame. Ewan with a steal. Wicks with the ball. Wicks with her left hand gets into the lane, kicks it back out to Ewan. And the Ponders will set up their offense. Wicks will get into the lane and kick it back out. Nice drive and dish. Here come the Rockets.
Another excellent look by the Spy Ponders. I'll tell you, they get these open looks, just can't get them to go down. Playing hard. Good box out.
Rockets not shy about taking their shot. And that's Light Body with a whirl and gets a soft bucket off the glass.
Yeah, with the left hand. I mean, Rob, we haven't taken a shot. Is she left-handed? Is that what it is?
We haven't seen her take a shot with the right hand, no. Abby will tee it up from 3. Just long. Rockets will look for early offense, and Farina will get whistled for the foul.
I don't mind that foul at all. That's just going to get a little bit of wear and tear on Light Body, but I'll tell you, I am impressed with Light Body so far of control of her own body, her ability to go with her left. She presents herself as a right-handed basketball player, but we still have not seen her take a shot. Shows how much prep we do in the pregame. I didn't watch her shoot. So here's Ada Conley going to try a hand at her.
And Annie Harris is in the game for the first time as the Rockets throw it up off the glass. That is number 3. Once again, Isabella Zagami.
And Zagami did not square her shoulders, but got it to work.
And that time, Farina squared her shoulders and did get it to go.
She sure did square her shoulders, and the Spy Ponders are kind of going back and forth.
And the Rockets break the press very nicely and take a 14-10 lead.
Good things happen when Light Body touches the ball. There she broke a trap, found someone down low.
And at the buzzer, Farina launches a 3. Again, it goes just long. And the first quarter ends with a score. Reading Rockets 14, Arlington Spy Ponders 10. And just as advertised, Scott, we have a game that's been fast and furious.
This is fast and furious. And Rob, in the opening game, we talked about what kind of teams are going to give the Spy Ponders problems. And we had talked that we speculated it might be teams that could pass, dribble, and shoot. But specifically, when you've got a player the caliber of Haley Lightbody, a junior returning all-league player, she's the whole package. She's strong, she's physical, she can dribble, pass. And we haven't seen her shoot yet, but I'm assuming she can at least shoot a little bit. But what's happening here is that when she's getting control of the basketball, specifically on the fast break, good things are happening for the Reading Rockets. For the Spy Pond.
The other thing I'd note about the Reading Rockets is the quality job they're doing against what has proved to other teams to be a pretty tough Spy Ponder press.
They've done a really good job handling it. As a matter of fact, they seem to want to shoot early when most teams, the Spy Ponders, that's what they've wanted. They've tried to force teams to shoot early. The Rockets want early offense, want early shots, and it's worked out well for them early.
And what would you like to see from the Ponders here in the second quarter?
Yeah, more of the same. You know, unfortunately, I just like to see a couple of those outside shots go down so their confidence level can go up.
So it'll be Connolly, Annie Harris, Abby, Carrie Ann, Farina, and Diana Wicks. And Connolly will tee up a 3 from the top of the key. No. Here come the Rockets. Rockets look ahead, and the Ponders come up with it. Connolly will push the pace.
So one of the things that Reading is doing is they're kind of sagging off on certain players like Ewan, and they're being tight on other players like Farina. And Farina with a nice job there, muscling a rebound down and putting it back up and getting a deuce.
And she went up with her left as well.
She sure did. Spy Ponders, one of the things, player to player, they really, if they're on the left-hand side, they shoot with the left hand. On the right hand, they shoot with the right.
Third team foul for the Rockets. The Ponders have 3 team fouls. Again, we have a 14-10 score with 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. 14-10 Rockets. And Farina nails her second. That is her 5th point. Make that 14-11.
Hopefully that'll get a lid off the basket. Here's that hard trap. A beautiful pass there.
Connolly with a hustle once again. And here come the Rockets. Stolen by Claire. Claire to Connolly. Farina will tee it up. Just long. Harris will come down with it. She'll put it up with her left hand and get it to go. Annie Harris for 2.
Harris with a big rebound up and back, and here come the Spy Ponders.
Oh, and all of a sudden the layups have broken out. That was, I believe, number 5, Gianna Caliero.
But it was passed by Lightbody, and I'll tell you, this Lightbody knows what's going on. Look at this.
Lightbody up ahead. And get another layup, and just like that, we have an 18-13 game, and Coach Mortadella's seen enough.
She's seen enough of one thing and one thing only. The Spy Ponders, after they are missing a shot on offense, they are not sprinting back on defense. And against a team like Reading with a passer like Lightbody, if you don't do that, you're not going to win this game. It's an easy fix. It's not a fix that has anything to do with effort necessarily. It has to do with want and understanding that this has to be done, and it has to be corrected, and it has to be corrected now.
So it's been Lightbody up ahead to number 3, Isabella Zagami, a few times. Is Zagami cherry picking, have you noticed?
It's what they're doing is, quite frankly, is the Rockets are focusing on certain players in Connolly, Wicks, basically the guards, and they're kind of sagging off of a few of the other players, and the players that are sagging off defense, they're just releasing.
Well, you don't want to give up easy buckets at any level of basketball. So far, the Rockets have gotten the easy ones. The Ponders have not. We'll see if that can be reversed as the Ponders set up their offense. And Connolly will set up a 3, and the Rockets come down with it.
Look at the speed. This Lightbody's quick. Good box
3 that
out.
time doesn't work. Nice rebound by Connolly. Looks up ahead, finds Claire. Claire with an acrobatic try, no. And that's Demery with the ball. She'll shoot it from 17 and swish. Ellie Demery.
Demery squares her shoulders, follows through. Big bucket for the Spy Pirates. Look for the hard trap over half court. Here comes the hard trap.
And the Rockets split the trap, and number 1, Celia Capone, lays it up and in.
So the Spy Pirates have to make a decision whether they want to keep this trap going after half court, or if they want to move this more into a 3-quarter court offense to kind of slow them down.
Farina had her shot, does not make.
The one difference between the Spy Ponders and the Reading Rockets is Reading doesn't hesitate when they shoot. The Spy Ponders are hesitating a bit, and I'd like to see them not hesitate. Let it fly. I don't care if you shot 8% last game from three-point land. Don't hesitate. Let it fly. When you watch Reading, they get the ball over. They let it go. We saw an air ball rob early. That didn't seem to deter them from letting them go, and they're having a little bit more success from the outside.
Foul was on Claire Ewing, the 4th of the game for the Ponders, and Lightbody with the ball. Around the horn, number 23 will tee it up from 18 and swish. That was Alexis Brown.
Gonna need another timeout here. Careless pass there. The Spy Ponders are seeing what pressure defense is like when it's done to them, and right now they don't particularly like it.
So the Rockets have opened up a 9-point lead just like that. Bad possession last time for the Ponders. Ponders playing aggressive half-court defense. So far the Rockets have found a way to split that. Here comes Lightbody. Lightbody wisely pulls it back out. Ooh, Demery knocks it away but can't come up with it, and then is called for a foul. That'll be the second on Demery.
So I don't particularly agree with that call, but I'll tell you what happened there, Rob. We talked earlier in the year, and I said it about, and I've talked online about races, and the Spy Ponders haven't been winning those races. And when you're not winning those races, that's when you don't get a call like that.
Alexis Brown with the ball, using her left hand. Rockets doing a lot of damage on the left side of the floor. And Zagami will tee it up, no. Ponders will take a turn. Farina will dribble it up court. all the way into the lane. And we have a turnover, and we'll go the other way. She was trying to find Michelle Mahoney's, who's in the ball game for the first time.
She was, and I'll tell you something that Reading's doing is what they're doing is they are putting pressure, full court pressure on Spy Ponder guards, especially Ava Connolly. They don't want her bringing the ball up, and it's making it very difficult for the Spy Ponders to fast break, something they like to do.
That time Zagami threw it away. And the Ponders will take a shot at it. That'll be Diana Wicks. Throws it off the glass. Here come the Rockets. Zagami's a nice little player. Pushes pace over to Brown. Brown with an open look. No. Lightbody with a rebound. Zagami will try it again. No. This time the Ponders will get it. Good rebound by Mahoney, who carries the ball.
She did carry the ball. Mahoney's played well to open this ball game up, and it looks like Coach Jim Benedictus wants a timeout for Reading. And Rob, I think what we've got going on here is, as we see league play open up, teams very familiar with each other from year to year. One thing we know about Reading from football, from just being around the league, tough. And they look tough to me.
Yeah.
So you've got a tough team, a little bit more experience in general than the Spy Ponders, and that's showing early. But that's the key. It's early. It's 3 minutes left in the first half. You're down 9, not 99. So the key for Coach Mortallette is to say, okay, we're okay now. We do what we do, and we don't stop doing it. Maybe we make an adjustment here and there. Maybe we don't do a hard trap over half court. But we still play hard. We be tough with the basketball, and we do what we do. We've got to match their aggression.
And it looks like Isabella Zagami is taking a break, and number 12, Calliope Doherty's in for her. Zagami doing a lot of damage. She's got 8 points so far. We'll see if the Ponders can make some hay while she's on the bench. And just like that, ooh, in and out, heartbreak. That was Katie Nestor.
We'll see if the Spy Pirates get a break from that, because that was a beautiful move, and the ball was halfway down. Let it go.
Wicks with a nice move and gets it to go from 12, Diana Wicks.
Wicks stopping and popping, swishing and dishing. I wouldn't have minded her taking one from 3, but she makes it work from 2 just as good. Here's the deflection of steal.
And just like that, Carrie-Ann Farina makes it a 5-point game.
And bing, bang, boom, here come the Spy Ponders. They're going to play their game. They're going to continue to get deflections and steals, and Farina does what she does best. Two giant stuff fishes the ball.
And here comes Abby with a steal. She will go coast to coast and lay it in. Abby Ewan, 3-point ball game.
Here come the Spy Ponders. Ewan with a deflection and a finish. 3-point game.
Just like that. And here comes Lightbody with her right hand that time. Has an open lane to the hoop and just lays it in.
Lightbody says, everybody in Arlington, just take a seat. I got control of this.
This is Alexis Brown. Brown coughs it up. That should be a travel, no? Abby comes down with it.
It depends on whether we'll talk after this.
And Wicks throws the ball ahead to Carrie-Ann Farina, who draws the harm. That's the 4th foul of the ball game for the Reading Rockets. Good look ahead by Wicks, and she threaded the needle with that pass.
So a couple of things to look for there, Professor. So Wicks is the best player on the Spy Ponders at passing the ball ahead. Certainly Ava Connolly is proficient at the skill, even advanced, but Ava Wicks, no doubt, has the best pass ahead on a fast break. The other thing you mentioned down there, that's a judgment call. If the official believes that the player shot the ball, they can retrieve it themselves.
The Rockets will take a turn up 5. Minute 47 left to go in the half. Lightbody will waste no time to tee up a 3. Doesn't draw iron. Here comes Wicks. Wicks, they just clear it out and let her bring it up.
She can go to the hole anytime she wants.
Mahoney to Carrie-Ann, who's having a nice half. Wicks find Abby, who tees up a 3, just long. The Rockets will look ahead to Lightbody. Lightbody very aggressive with the ball, but knows also when to kick it back out, which he does. Zagami back in the ball game. And the Rockets will get their own rebound and toss it into the basket. That was Alyssa Preputowicz.
Twice as nice for Preputowicz, and a huge bucket there for Reading. I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout during the Spy Ponder run.
Farina will tee up a 20-footer. It'll bounce long. A little bit of a scramble for the ball. The Rockets come out with it. Zagami will try, no. Brown with a rebound. Brown hooks Claire. Lightbody with a rebound. 3 offensive rebounds for the Rockets
right
that
now
time. Payoff.
Right now the Spy Ponders are out of gas, but there's only 22 seconds left in the half and no shot clock.
Zagami lays it up and in, and she will get the foul. That will be Abby Ewan who gets called. That'll be her first, and the Rockets extend the lead to 11, have a chance to go into halftime with a 12-point lead.
There you see one of the issues with fatigue is you're a little bit slow to spots, a little bit slow to races. She's a little bit slow to get back on defense, reaches in, 3-point play.
And that is the 11th point of the ball game for Zagami, who is doing damage. 4 seconds. Connolly for 3. Bounces off the rim, and the buzzer will sound. And that'll be the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, with the score, Reading Rockets 33, Arlington Spy Ponders 21. And Scott, there were some runs in the first half. For just a brief second there, it looked like the runs would favor the Spy Ponders, but the Rockets were able to pull away in the last minute and a half.
Really strange chain of events. Coach DeBenedictis for Reading calls a timeout. Arlington responds to timeout goes on, I believe, a 8-0 run with steals and deflections. Coach DeBenedictis does not respond by calling a timeout, which shocked me, but his club responds by then going on another somewhat, I believe it was a 10-0 run of their own to lead us to where we are at 33-21, or something like that runs back and forth. But it was a little bit odd the way it played out.
And for the Rockets, it's the Haley Lightbody and Isabella Zagami show. Lightbody with 8, Zagami with 11 points. Celia Capone has 4, Gianna Carciero has 2, Preputowicz has 2, Alexis Brown has 2. For the Spy Ponders, Claire Ewan has 4, Abby Ewan has 4, Ellie Demery has 2, Annie Harris has 2, Diana Wicks has 2, and Carrie Ann Farina with 7. And it would seem that the Rockets need to find a way to slow down the 1-2 punch of Lightbody and Zagami, and that will be no easy task by the looks of it.
It's going to be no easy task at all. These are players that are big, strong, fast, quick, can pass, dribble, and even shoot a little bit. They're putting it in too many buckets right there at the hoop. So we will leave it at that. Again, the score is Rockets 33, Ponders 21, and we will take a break and would ask you to do the same, and we will see you in 8 minutes for the second half.
Going live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the second half, everybody. My name is Rob Anthony, and I'm alongside Scott Zwick. Yeah, and the score is we have the Reading Rockets 33 and the Arlington Spy Ponders 21, and we had a good, fast, hard-fought first half, Scott, and a little bit of a game of runs. The Ponders cut the Rockets lead from 9 to 3, and then the Rockets ran out to their 12-point lead to end the half.
I think what impressed me most, what I saw of everything, was just the overall competitive nature and athletic skill set of Captain Junior Haley Lightbody of Reading. This is a player that we have not seen the caliber of so far this season. She's tough. She's able to dribble with her left hand. She's able to pass up ahead. She's made mistakes, but she's always moved on to the next play. Haley Lightbody is a very impressive basketball player and athlete.
And if she's their Batman, then Isabella Zagami is the Robin. We see Lightbody penetrating and often dishing to Zagami, who's not been shy and in fact has nailed 11 points.
Well, what I like most about Zagami is that Zagami doesn't hesitate. Zagami catches the ball, squares her shoulders, and fires away. And it's something that I just would like to see more of the Spy Ponders. At times, there's got to be times when you look at the basket, you say, I'm shooting this ball up with confidence because I know that I put the work in the offseason. I know I've worked throughout the years. I know I can make this shot.
And have you seen anything, Scott, that if you're the Ponders might be able to take advantage of from the Rockets?
Well, one thing that Jim Benedictus knows what he's doing. There's no doubt about that.
The coach for the Rockets.
For the coach, the Rockets coach, excuse me. He knows what he's doing. He's added a nice little wrinkle in his game. What he's done is when the Spy Ponders have retrieved a missed basket and gotten a rebound, they are full court pressing Ava Connolly. They're making sure she doesn't touch the ball, or if she does, she has to come back to get it. The way you make that pay, the Spy Ponders have someone on their roster in Diana Wicks who can make them pay. Diana Wicks can dribble drive against anyone other than Lightbody, who's guarding Connolly. If Wicks takes the ball coast to coast, lays the ball in, that tells Coach Benedictus, hey, Coach, you better get off of this full court press on Connolly, and that can open everything up. But I can tell you one thing, when teams did that to me, I didn't like it. I can tell you Coach Amanda Morlett doesn't like it. I can tell you Ava Connolly doesn't like it, and she's going to need some help from her teammates to get her out of it.
Okay, good point, Scott. So we have a little peek at the game inside the game there. And for the Ponders, we're talking about a young team, and this is their very first division game. And some of these lessons they have to kind of live through to be able to approach, tackle, and prevail upon.
This is what it's all about. I mean, they cut the lead to 3. They were right there. And what they did is they took their foot off the gas for just a second, looked up, and then they were down 7 or 8. And it's full, just what they've always said, full 32 minutes.
The Rockets will start out with the ball. Lightbody has it, yo-yoing up and down in the attacking zone. She will go to her left and whoop-de-doo, throw up a underhanded layup and bank it off the glass.
Swish and dish and goes Lightbody with the left, comes back with the right, a little dipsy-do underoo for a deuce and a 14-point lead. Oh.
And that should be off the Rockets as there was a little scramble for the ball. Abby Ewan goes to the floor, and they will reward the Ponders with a basketball.
Well, you either go after the ball hard tonight, or you're going to find yourself without the ball or getting yourself hurt. 2 players going very strong right there.
Ewan, that's a pass over to Connolly. Connolly with her second try at it and will draw contact. David Connolly will go to the line.
What I like to see there with Connolly is this stick-to-itiveness. She gets a shot, an excellent pass there from Ewan, squares her shoulders, misses, rebounds, right back up strong. They're going to need, it's unfortunate and not ideal, but the Spy Ponders are going to need a freshman, Ava Connolly, to take a load of the offense for them all season long.
And Connolly makes both free throws, her first 2 points of the ball game. 35-23, 7:10 left to go in the third quarter. Lightbody with the ball. She is like a bee, and long 3 that time by Zagami. Swish.
Zagami didn't hesitate, fired away with a confident stroke. Bang.
Abby misses. Zagami again will take a turn, and she will lay it up in Isabella Zagami with 5 quick points.
But that was Haley Lightbody. The first thing she does when she gets the ball, she looks up, looks to make a pass up ahead. That's just what she did with poise and conviction.
Ava Conley will tee it up from 3. No, Claire with a rebound. Back out to Conley. Punters will reinitiate the offense. Abby sees a 3. Kaboom! Abby Ewan from downtown.
Way downtown, bang. The senior captain stepped into one, followed through, keeping the Spy Ponders within shouting distance.
14-point lead for the Rockets. Lightbody with the ball. Where have we heard that before?
Screen.
Lightbody kind of yo-yoing up and down. Zagami will dribble drive, and she will lose it, and that'll be the Ponders ball.
Rob, I don't know who you said these officials were, but I tell you, this is the best officiated game I've seen all season long. This is how basketball should be officiated at the high school level. Letting them play, they're calling it right.
That was Mike Hogan with a call that time. Kenny Pigeon is his partner.
Did an excellent job tonight.
Motion offense from the Ponders. And Claire finds Carrie Ann underneath. She lays it up, can't get it to go, but does draw contact. She will go to the line for 2.
Farina, a junior, is showing just how young some of the Spy Ponders are. She really is showing her experience. It's really coming through shine for her tonight. She's done very well. Ava Connolly, a freshman, is being asked to guard an all-league returning player in Haley Lightbody and score points in the offensive end. It's a tough task.
And so the Ponders have hit all 4 of their free throws in this second half. Brown has the ball. She'll kick it over and in, and the ball will roll around and fall for Alyssa Kripunowicz.
And Redding is just very confident in offense right now.
Ooh! Bang! That was Ellie Demery with a long 3 from downtown. Demery, confident swish.
Demery, way downtown, bang! And I love the positive timeout by Coach Amanda Mortellette. These were timeouts, I tell you, it's funny, there's a story behind these timeouts. The first time I ever got one done on me was by boys junior varsity basketball coach Jack Woods. We were doing playing a JV game against each other, and his team was in a similar position. They scored a bucket, called a quick timeout, and I didn't know what to tell my team. I was up 11, and I was completely speechless.
Love that.
And Jack was over there revving his team up. They came out all geared up. I don't know who ended up winning the game. I think I did. But
hope Jack is watching this.
Well, he knows my record against him is stellar. But I'll tell you, this timeout right now, I feel for Coach Benedictus. What do you tell your players? You're up 11.
So let me ask you then, is that the intent of the positive
It's
timeout?
absolutely the intent of positive timeout. You want to reinforce your players. Here we go. We're ready to go. It's an 11-point game. 5:03 left in the third, not even the fourth. It doesn't matter what happens here. We just got to get one stop in the moment. One play at a time, one stop at a time.
Here comes Lightbody. She'll go to her left and trips. And what's going to be the call there?
Absolutely. Phenomenal call. These guys are phenomenal.
That was Kenny Pigeon with a call.
That's a phenomenal call. It's exactly what happened. There's no foul there. She lost control of her body, dropped the ball out of bounds, and Spy Ponder ball.
Spy Ponders have been confident with their shot in the second half. Somebody talked to them at halftime, no doubt. That one doesn't go down. Here comes the Rockets. Here comes Lightbody, kicks it ahead. And just like that, Alyssa Kripunowicz lays it in.
Well, Lightbody looks ahead and throws a pass with poise and conviction as good as any player I've ever seen at the varsity level. So this is impressive stuff.
44-31 Rockets. And that time the Rockets will get whistled for a foul that'll go on Katie Nestor.
And that's exactly what it was, a foul too. It wasn't that early call that we complain for ticky-tack. No, there was a little bit of contact. Then once the player gained advantage, the whistle blew. Phenomenal officiating tonight.
Third foul of the half for the Rockets. They could get in early foul trouble. 7 will get the Ponders in the bonus. Claire will fire from 17. No. Farina with a rebound. Connolly will fire it up, and kaboom! Ava Connolly, the third 3 of the ball game of the second half for the Ponders.
And a step-back 3 to boot. You're not going to see that often at the high school level.
And Demery that time with a steal, and she draws contact, and just like that, the Ponders close the gap to 10 points, and they have the ball, and the 4th foul of the half goes against the Rockets.
And a little bit of a frustration foul there on Haley Lightbody, and she'll come out of the game to get a rest. So mark this on your notebooks, folks. 3:49, 10-point game. Spy Ponders are starting to feel it. They've been running a little bit of a flex offense. Let's see if they go back to it.
Wicks is in for the Spy Ponders.
So this is the pop-out cut through.
Here come the Rockets.
So with Lightbody out, they should be really aggressive. That's fine. See, Claire puts her hands up and is a little bit upset that she created a foul there, but there's no problem there. That's just being aggressive. We want that foul.
That's Claire's 3rd of the ball game, and she then turns around and makes up for it with a hustle play, knocks the ball out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Claire's got to just be a little more confident in herself.
Oh, splash! Go the Rockets. That was Celia Capone.
Way downtown, bang, another confident stroke.
Rockets extend the lead to 13. Ellie for 3. She drains it. Ellie Demery.
And back and forth we go. Both teams teeing it up from way downtown, finding the range.
10-point ball game. This is getting fun.
Got to deny one pass away with Lightbody on the bench.
Zagami hasn't shot the ball in a while, and she will just throw it away.
Go to the basket.
Wicks comes up with it.
Go to the basket, Wicks. There it is.
Dribble drive by Conley. She draws the contact. That'll be the 5th foul of the game against the Rockets, and they'll say that was a floor foul. Conley won't go to the charity stripe, but the Ponders will get the ball.
Claire Ewan leaves with a big hand, and I'll tell you, she does all the little things. Ooh.
And that'll be Ponders ball. That was a close one.
Yeah,
And Kenny Pigeon and Mike Hogan looked at each other that time and then decided to give it back to the Ponders on their home court.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them saw exactly what happened, and it went off of a Spy Ponders knee that time.
Ponders doing a lot of damage with a 3-ball this half. Stolen by the Rockets. They will push the pace. Connolly comes from behind and taps the ball out of bounds.
You know what hurts so much here, partner, is that they can't cut into this lead with Lightbody on the bench.
Good point.
You want to get a couple of buckets with Lightbody on the bench.
And the folks at home noted that Lightbody went onto the bench at 3:49. It is now 2:02, and the Ponders will get whistled for a foul. Will that be on Annie Harris? It will be. That'll be Harris's first of the ball game, second of the half against the Ponders.
No, I believe, Coach, they're gonna professional. They're gonna call that on Demare.
That'll be her 3rd then. And the Rockets take a 12-point lead.
Both teams are just on fire from the outside right now, and the defense isn't even that bad.
Harris dribble drive, nice little move. Gets it back and gets knocked out of bounds by the Rockets.
So this is certainly Harris's coming out party. We haven't seen anything from Harris like this all season long. She's confident. She's got a smooth stroke. Set nice screen right there.
Demery finds Conley in the corner, thought about it, doesn't take it. Kicks it back out to Abby. They will kick it around the horn. And Abby will tee up a three and get it to go. Splash, Abby Ewan.
And back and forth we go. This time the Spy Potters do cut in the lead because their three-pointer was better than the two-pointer for Reading.
And we have the game back into single digits, 9-point lead, 49-40. And the Rockets will throw it up. No, ill-advised shot that time, I think, by Prapunowicz. And here comes Diana Wicks, putting her mark on the game.
Let it go. Let her rip. Again.
Abby penetrates, gets her own rebound, throws it up and gets it to go. Abby Ewan off of the rebound.
Abby Ewan used her makes of the three-point line to get the defender to go for a pump fake, dribble to the basket. 2 efforts is second time is kind.
7-point ball game. Brown throws it up, can't get it to go. Rebound Ponders. Here comes Ellie Demarie. To Wicks. Wicks pushes in the lane, kicks it out to Abby. Abby throws it up, and here come the Rockets.
Right now the Spy Ponders are gassed.
And Zagami misses the
7
layup,
seconds.
a rare miss for her. 5, 4, 3, 2. Connolly hears it, throws it up, and it's fouled. While shooting a three-point shot, she'll go to the charity stripe for 3.
Really the awareness of Ava Connolly right there to know just when to get the shot off, and with a tired group, these could be some key buckets for the Spy Ponders as they try to close the gap, all with Lightbody on the bench.
Connolly 3 for 3 this half from the charity stripe. Gets her first to go, gets her second to go. Does not draw iron on either one. Hard to make 3 free throws in a row at any level. We see at the NBA it's difficult. See if Connolly can get it done. And she does. Ava Connolly with some clutch free throw shooting. Feel like the Ponders just stole 3 points. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, folks, with the score, Reading Rockets 49, and the Spy Ponders close the gap. They have 45.
The Spy Ponders exult off the bench in jubilation after a wondrous quarter. What have we said all season long? Once the Spy Ponders hit the outside shot, look out. And we meant look out. What we didn't realize at the same moment they were going to do that, their opponent, this time the Reading Rockets from Reading, were going to get just as hot, and they did. But it didn't matter as the Spy Ponders still closed the gap with some phenomenal shooting. Threes by Abby Ewan, threes by Ellie Demare, and threes by Ava Connolly, and then the three free throws at the end has closed this gap to 4, and we got a ball game. Yeah, that was like a 3. So that was essentially 6 3-pointers for the Ponders in the second half. And you noted that they were tentative with the shot a little bit in the first half. Do you think this was some part of the focus at halftime? I really don't know. It's possible. Or there could have been something. Sometimes athletes, quote unquote, just get it. Or they say, you know what, throw caution to the wind. You know what, if I'm going to shoot this, I'm going to shoot it with confidence. End of story. I know Amanda Morlett talked to us before the game. She really wants him to shoot the ball with confidence.
And Diana Wicks will open the ball with the fourth quarter into the attacking zone. Annie Harris, Ellie Demarie, Carrie Ann Farina back to Wicks.
And Ava Connolly will get a well-deserved rest, so this is a little bit of danger time for the Spy Ponders. I'd like to see Wicks take a little bit of control here.
Wicks will tee up a 3 for the base. Kaboom! Diana Wicks, 1-point ball game.
Right on cue, Wicks, the player who can take over for the point. Look at this.
And just like that, Zagami comes back with a 3.
Zagami tees it up, and here we go, back and forth.
52-48, Rockets. 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
We'll look for the cut through and the pop out. There's the cut through.
And Abby Ewan draws contact. She'll go to the line for 2.
The thing that I've liked so much about this game is Abby Ewan showing the senior leadership. They're down 10, they're down 12. She never hung her head. She never said, maybe not tonight. She pressed forward, kept positive. Claire Ewan, her sister, who is every bit as tough as her senior captain sister, needs to get a little bit more positive in her own play, a little bit more confidence, and when she does, she'll be just as tough and just as dangerous.
And we have a 2-point ball game. Ponders 9 for 9 from the charity stripe in the second half.
Wow.
Looks like a little bit of a zone, and the Rockets kick it out of bounds, so the Ponders will get the ball. They have a chance to tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3.
So here's Wicks now. She can go to the basket anytime she wants. There is no way that Zagami can guard her on a dribble drive.
And LET's up a 3. That was blocked, and it was blocked by number 5, Gianna Caliero. The Ponders will maintain possession. 52-50 Rockets.
Connolly back in the ball game now to settle things down. So now you got a couple players here capable of dribble driving for the Spy Ponders.
And Claire back in the ball game, shoots a 17-footer, just misses.
I like the confidence Claire shot that ball with. Good box out.
Oh no, that was Alyssa Preputowicz with the offensive rebound and the putback.
Serendipity for Preputowicz. She was boxed out, but the ball fell right where she was.
Rockets trying to extend the lead. Oh, Carrie-Ann Farina goes for the steal, knocks it out of bounds. 4-point lead for the Rockets.
The level of intensity in both teams is off the charts right now. 54-50, back and forth we go. Where would you rather be than right here, right now?
And Lightbody says, I want to be right here, right now, as she lays in a 2. Haven't heard a whole lot from Haley Lightbody in this second half.
No, the Spy Ponders have gotten back on defense, Rob. That they've made that adjustment, and a big part of Lightbody's game is throwing the ball up ahead.
Connolly will try the 3, and she will say, I got this. 3 points, Ava Connolly.
That's a quick hitter, a one-hitter, a little back screen for Connolly off the motion that they've been using before. Before they've been using a little cut through and pop outs, and so instead of cut through, Connolly just kind of fades back towards the three-point line, gets a little back screen. There she is wide open, shoots with confidence. Bing, bang, boom. Here we go. 3-point game.
Abby Ewan whistled for the foul that time. That'll be her second of the ball game, the third for the Ponders in the half. Here comes Lightbody, throws it up. No. Authoritative rebound that time by Claire. Gets the ball to Wicks. She'll bring it up uncontested. And Ellie will have the shot, and she will say, kaboom! Ellie Demery.
Demery ties the ball game up, squares her shoulders. Bing, bang, boom, here we go.
Oh, and somebody gets whistled for the foul. Is that Diana Wicks? Yeah, it is Diana Wicks. That time, Mike Hogan called it a touch foul.
That's fine right there. Wicks is just contesting. Only the 4th foul. Next one for the Spy Ponders is 1-1.
Zagami's wide open in the corner, and she's left alone, and she'll make them pay with a 3-pointer. Timeout, Amanda Mortalette, 59-56.
No, actually the timeout was Jim DeBenedictis. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. He calls a little positive timeout right back to Amanda Mortalette with 4:55 left in an electrifying, scintillating 59-56 contest with Redding pulling ahead in a big 3-pointer there by
Zagami.
And what can you say about Zagami? Zagami kind of hangs out in that corner, and she says, give me the ball. I'm going to fire it up with confidence every single time. But for the Spy Ponders, it's been a plethora of different plays, different players, different methods, but it's been the three-pointer has been the key for both teams in the second half.
So in the second half for the Spy Ponders, Connolly, Ewan, Abby Ewan, Demery, and Diana Wicks have all hit big three-pointers. And really the three-pointer has been the weapon that's gotten the Ponders back in the ballgame.
You know, partner, I tell you, it's a tall task to ask a freshman, but I look out there and I don't think that, see, they've got, I don't think Zagami can guard, Capone can guard Wicks. Wicks can go to the basket if she'd like.
Oh, in and out, hard break. Claire Ewan. And we have a whistle.
Yes.
That time there's going to be a push that's going to go against the Rockets. Oh no, that's going to go against the Ponders. They're calling that against the Ponders.
Oh, that's the first tough call of the night. No, wow. I think he got it. I think he literally just got it the wrong way. It's a big point in the game here. Big point in the game.
Oh, and Claire Ewan blocks Lightbody's shot, knocks it out of bounds. Nice play by Claire.
The Ewan sisters doing work.
Ponders will be in his zone. Zagami will tee it up, and she will splash a three. That hurts. 62-56 Reading.
Zagami's 2 3-pointers are the difference in the game right now. Let's see if Wicks can answer with a three.
Oh! Ellie Demery answers with a three. Her fourth of the second half.
Wicks can't, but Demery can. Way downtown, square to shoulders, bang! Back and forth we go!
3-point lead for the Rockets. They'll pick up their dribble. Brown will bully her way to the rim. Kick it out to Celia Capone, who will miss it. Connolly comes up with it. Over to Wicks.
Go to the basket.
Ponders can tie the game with a three. Wicks throws it up and lays it in. 62-61. Reading, Diana Wicks.
I've been calling for that all game. It's been there, and she came through when it was clutch. Big block right there.
Ponders can take the lead this time.
Lots of body. Next foul is 1-on-1 for the Spy Ponders. She can go to the basket if she'd like. She can go to the basket if she'd like.
Here comes Wick, penetrating, finds Claire. Claire a little long. Diana comes up with it.
Right now, Wicks is taking over this ball game. Wicks and Demare.
And Claire will throw up a three, just short as time expired. Lightbody comes down with it. She passes it ahead to Zagami, who can't handle it. And the Ponders will take a turn.
Well, we'll finally find out the one thing Zagami can't do. She can pump it in from anywhere, but she can't catch a bullet pass on a fast break. 1 point ball game.
It's like some of those Oklahoma receivers last night.
Unbelievable. Here's Flex. So here comes a down screen.
Connolly with a rebound, puts it up with her left hand. Gets the ball again, left hand, and lays it in off the glass, and the Ponders take the lead, 63-62.
Freshman Connolly with a big left-hand finish, not once, but twice. Keep your eye on Zagami.
See what Reading could do here. And they will call a timeout as Zagami was trapped in the corner. And what can you say? Catch your breath, folks. 2 minutes 19 to go in this ball game, and the Spy Ponders have come all the way back to take the 1 point lead.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the game last night between Oklahoma and Georgia. I'm getting the same kind of flavor. Nobody's quitting. Everyone's staying positive. People are making big plays to win the game, and that's what we're seeing here. It doesn't matter what year you are, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. If you're out here trying your best, trying to make a play, things are happening for you. If you're out here with a little bit of lackadaisical effort, or you're not paying attention, things aren't going to go so good for you. And right now on both teams, the effort level is sky high, and we're seeing big plays by both teams.
Well, and big plays, as the game is tightening, you almost feel the noose tightening a little bit around the Reading Rockets. They're having a harder time getting what they want. And meanwhile, the Pawners have splashed 9 threes in this second half.
Well, the big secret for Reading that's come out, Lightbody can't shoot very well with high acumen. So
she's missed a few layups.
She's missed a few layups in this half, and so therefore it's really falling on Zagami.
And the Pawners come up with a steal. That's Ellie Demery. Demery back to Abby. Gets it over to Diana Wicks, and the Pawners have the ball and the lead.
2 minutes left. Let's see if they take a little clock. They do have timeouts. Cut through and pop out. Someone's got to cut through.
And Claire swishes and dishes. Here come the Rockets. That's Brown. And Brown will lay it up and in. And just like that, the Rockets come right back with a lead.
Brown makes a big, strong move to the basket and finishes.
Oh, and Ava Connolly from the free throw line, showing the composure of a fifth-year senior. And the Pawners take the lead.
Back and forth we go. Ava Connolly says, anything you can do, I can do better.
Minute 30 left to go in the ball game. Who's going to take the big shot? Oh, kisses it off the glass. And that was Alyssa Papunowitz says, I'll do it.
Serendipity. Let's see if Wicks can answer. Wicks can dribble drive if she wants. She can dribble drive if she wants.
Minute 14 left in the ball game. 1 point lead by the Rockets. And Mortalet heard you and calls a timeout. So let's set it up. Minute 9, 16 seconds left to go in the game. 16 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 66-65 Reading Rockets. And Coach, if you're Amanda Mortalet and the Pawners, what do you look to get done in the next 16 seconds?
Well, in the next 16 seconds, I got 2 choices. First of all, if I have an out-of-bounds play from the side that I like, a quick hitter, I use it right here. If I don't have that, then I'm going to set up my offense, and they run what I've been calling a cut through and a pop out, which means somebody gets the ball on one side, and the opposite side there are 2 players. The first player cuts through, the second one pops out. What they also do off of that is sometimes they cut through, 2 cut-throughs, kind of to change it up. The other player expects a pop out. It's not a pop out, it's a cut through. Almost a back door, if you will. That's an odd run right here, the double cut through, or some sort of a backdoor play. If not that, it's got to be Ava Connolly one-on-one, or I'll tell you, I don't think anyone in this team can guard Wicks, period.
So on the court for the Pawners, we have Ellie, Ava, Diana, Claire, and Abby. 3 freshmen on the court for the Spy Pawners. Wicks will get the ball at the top.
She can go
Claire
to the
with a
basket
screen.
if she wants.
Minute left to go in the ball game. And the Rockets have it underneath. That is Propunowitz who lays it up and in. We now have a 3-point ball game.
So it's important to know they don't need 3. A 2 is just fine here. Run your offense.
Claire with the ball. Kicks it over to Connolly. Connolly back to Abby. Ellie Demery will be open for 3. And it kisses off the rim and goes. Ellie ties the ball game at 68 with a big 3.
And why not for her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this half? Damari from way downtown bang. She squared her shoulders. The moment wasn't too big. She followed through, but most importantly, Rob, they ran their offense. They got down 3, and they didn't panic. They had lost the lead. They had a lead. They lost the lead, gave up 2 buckets, didn't panic, ran your offense, squared your shoulders, 2 points. 34 seconds left now. Certainly, you're going to get the ball back, so you also have a foul to give. So you can be aggressive on defense, go for a steal if you can, if you have it, but you don't want to give up anything easy. Every shot must be contested.
So impressive by the Spy Ponders to come all the way back and take a lead. Fight their way uphill all game long, only to lose the lead with 2 quick buckets. And then senior captain Ellie Demery, just like that, ties the ball game.
Play after play after play made by player after player after player. It's been impressive.
If they're feeling the pressure, there's no seeing it.
No.
Now, so Celia Capone will take the ball up court. Ponders will pull back. This will be light body, and Abby will pick her up at half court. Double screen. Light body has nothing. Kicks it to Capone, who tries a 3. No, Ava with a rebound. Ponders, 22 seconds left. Will have a shot for the win. Connolly throws it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Redding comes down with it. Oh, kick it ahead to Zagami. Zagami is fouled that time by Wicks. Zakami looks like she had a clear layup. Wicks had to give that foul and did.
So 12.7 seconds. Connolly shot the ball. She thought she had a lane to the basket. I thought there was a lot of contact there. Definite foul here. So we'll see what Zagami has from the line.
And the first one bounces off the back of the rim.
So a big timeout. I love this timeout here by Coach Mortellette. Coach Mortellette's use of timeouts has been phenomenal in this game. I couldn't be more impressed. What I like from this timeout, 2 reasons you call it. 1, you ice the free throw shooter. You give him time. You just missed a free throw. Why don't you sit over there for a minute and a half and think about it? 2, I'm going to tell my players exactly what's going on here. 12.7 seconds left. A miss. We want to make sure we don't shoot the ball until at least about 2 or 3 seconds left to make sure we have the last shot so that we can't lose this basketball game. And if they make it, any basket by us wins the game, and we are shooting 1-and-1 on a foul. So we are going to try to, in some way, shape, or form, go to the basket.
68-68, 12.7 seconds left. Ponders have to come up with a rebound on a miss. If they do, the shot clock will be off. As Scott points out, the Ponders are in the bonus, so they will be shooting with any foul by the Rockets. Let's see what Zagami does with her second look. Tie ball game. Here's the senior. No, and the rebound comes to Abby. Wicks with the ball. They'll
6
set
seconds.
up for the last shot.
4, 3, 2.
And they don't get off a shot, and we will head for overtime with a score at the end of regulation. Arlington Spy Ponders 68, Reading Rockets 68. And Coach, they didn't get a shot up.
They didn't get a shot off, but what I like most about the end of that regulation is that the horn sounds, and here's Coach Mortellette, positive as possible. Hey, those kids were trying their best to get a shot off. They didn't quite understand how much time was left. I think everybody was a little bit confused. This is new to any freshman out there. Seniors, maybe next time they can help freshmen out a little bit.
So overtime will be a single 4-minute frame. Does the foul situation start over?
No, so the foul situation remains what it is, which means both teams are shooting 1-on-1 in the next foul. And so what's important to note, last time we had a jump ball, the Spy Ponders won that jump ball. I believe it was Abby Ewan who took the jump ball. And possession here is key. And one thing to keep in mind with anytime you have to foul, we just saw Zagami missed 2 big free throws. So she might be someone that you might want to foul if it gets to that time of the ball game.
So it'll be Claire jumping against Light Body. And the Rockets will get possession. Zagami will throw it up. No. Rebound Light Body. Capone will take a shot from 3. That'll be long. And Demery will get the rebound. Here come the Ponders.
And serendipity falls in the hand of Wicks. Let's see what she can do. She's going to run your offense here. Work at both sides. That's a foul. And they got it in the wrong way. Wow. I'll tell you, my gosh. Wow. okay, been a really well officiated game, and I just disagree with that call. I mean, the reason the ball's free and the reason the foul occurs is because the player got knocked into. Okay, so we'll see what.
This is Zagami again.
This is Zami again. She's not going to miss 4.
Zagami gets the first to go, 69-68 Rockets, 3:24 left to go in the overtime.
She's too good a shooter. This is money in the bank. I tried
And
to
it
jinx
is.
her. Tried to jinx her. Couldn't do it. Got to run your offense here. No panic.
There's been no panic in the Ponders tonight.
There's confusion now, though. They're running flex.
And Ava Connolly throws it up, kisses off the glass, can't get it to go. Ellie takes a shot. Here come the Rockets.
And the calls are not going the Spy Ponders' way in the OT. Lots of contact there on both shots. It's a big possession. 2-point game. 3 minutes left in the OT.
Ouch. That was Propinowitz with the score. And I was looking for Propinowitz's name, and I didn't see what happened there, Scott.
Abby,
Ponders turned it over.
Yeah. Claire Ewan just kind of stepped over. It was a violation.
Capone, no. Propinowitz throws it up, and she will draw contact and a steady procession to the line.
Yeah, and I want
for Reading.
I want to apologize for saying this was a phenomenally officiated game. I mean, you're going to bail a player out, literally diving away from the basket, taking a rebound that serendipitously popped in your hands in a 4-point game. Wow. Okay.
Propinowitz will shoot the second. She'll make them both. And just like that, the Rockets rocket out to a 74-68 lead.
And they open a press up. A lot of contact.
Wicks breaks the press.
They're not going to call a foul. They're just not going to call.
There we go. Thank you very much. That was the foul was called against Propinowitz, and the Ponders will go to line for 2. That'll be Claire Ewan who'll take the shots.
She'll take one. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Claire, and I'm not even sure she got fouled.
Here come the Rockets with a 6-point lead, 2:22 left to go in the overtime. Lightbody throws it away. Good steal by Claire.
I love how Claire, anytime she doesn't make a basket, she never holds her head down. She's always moving on to the next play.
And Abby fires it up, gets the hoop and draws the harm. Abby Ewan with a chance to make it a 3-point game.
And while I'm up here and I'm complaining about the officials and I'm holding my head down, senior captain Abby Ewan is not holding her head down. She's holding her head up. She has pride, determination. She makes a 3-point play.
Oh, that'll be Ponders' ball. Good hustle play that time by Connolly, and forces Lightbody to drop the ball on the line.
So Ewan's hustle is followed up by Connolly's hustle, and just like that, it's a 4-point game. Spy Ponder ball. Run your offense. Run your offense.
Rockets have led by as much as 13 in this game. And a jump ball will be called. That'll be Arrow will go the Ponders' way. So the Ponders will retain possession there. There's been no quit in the Ponders tonight.
Oh, not even close. Good screen. Let it rip.
19 seconds to go on the shot clock.
There's that flare screen. They wanted it. Got it late.
14 on the shot clock. 74-70 Rockets. Minute 44 left to go in the overtime. Abby will have the ball out of bounds. Finds Wicks. 12. 9 seconds. Here come the Rockets. That's Lightbody with the steal. Zagami will hold the ball.
4-point game.
Run a little clock.
Minute 26. You can get a stop here. You don't need a foul. Don't reach. Don't reach now.
Zagami with a wild shot, and Abby has the ball, finds Connolly.
Go to the rack. Go to the rack.
Oh, and Connolly is fouled going to the rack, but they're going to call that floor foul. That she'll be in. Well, that's the 10th foul of the half for the Rockets. She'll go to the line for 2.
She will. Chance to cut the lead to 2 with a minute 5 left in the in overtime.
Swish.
I mean,
she's 6 for 6 in the second half in overtime from the line.
Unbelievable. How many have hit net? I mean, hit the rim.
I don't think she's hit the rim.
It's honestly, I don't think she has.
Honestly, everyone to Swift.
2-point game.
Minute left. 25 seconds to go on the shot clock. Oh, and Brown throws it away. Wicks comes up with it. Potters have a chance to tie.
Run
51 seconds.
Run your offense.
And just like that, junior Haley Lightbody comes up with a big steal and takes it coast to coast to give the Rockets a 4-point lead.
You know, partner, you had said we haven't heard a whole lot from Haley Lightbody the second half, and we hadn't, quite frankly. But maybe at the biggest moment of the game, she comes up with the biggest steal. And you could see how she was coming. She had a head of steam, and I'm thinking to myself, go too fast. I was hoping maybe she might go too fast, but she's too smart. She's played too many games. She settled herself down, laid the ball in. It's a big basket, but it's only a 4-point game, and we've seen the Spy Ponders come back from 4, 8, 10, 12, even 14 in this game.
So, Scott, there's 41.7 seconds left to go on the clock. It's a 30-second shot clock. I mean, if they get a shot up in the next 11 seconds, that guarantees them 2 possessions. If you're the coach, do you try to take advantage of that, or do you just kind of work the ball and get the best shot you can?
Oh, it definitely just try to get the best shot you can. You know, we saw the ball change hands literally 3 times in the last 20 seconds of regulation. So we are looking for the best 2-pointer we can get, and then we're going to play some tough defense.
Abby Ewan will take the ball out of bounds.
Pressure here. It's giving the Spy Ponders problems. It's a good call.
Good call.
Good call. Good call.
Ball bounces off Connolly, and that'll be the Rockets' ball. They have a 4-point lead with 37 seconds left. Don't know exactly what's going on here.
Now, one thing I would not do here, okay? I'll tell you what I'd not do. I think the clock ran a little too far. One thing I wouldn't do here, I wouldn't foul, and I certainly wouldn't foul right away. Because I can tell you one thing, there's no team in high school basketball, boys or girls, that can hold a ball for 30 seconds without turning it over. And this team isn't going to do it here. So they think the foul is coming. I wouldn't have it come. I might trap. Maybe not even trap. Just deny one pass away, let them travel. No need to foul.
Well, for NBA fans, we've certainly seen that work out for the Boston Celtics in a big way in a couple games this month. First against the Indiana Pacers, and then last Friday against the Houston Rockets.
These are NBA teams that can't hold the ball. So deny here. Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
That was Demery with a foul. And the Rockets, though, are still only in the 1-and-1. So if they miss the front end of the 1-and-1, the Ponders have the ball down 4 with 30 seconds left.
The problem is Pripinich is...
She's been clutch in the second half.
She's one of the best free throw shooters I've ever seen. Watch this. That is one of the best free throw shooters I've ever seen at the high school level.
Sort of a minimalist style. Not a lot can go wrong there.
I bet she's a 95% free throw shooter.
And she puts them both in right on cue. 6-point lead for the Rockets. Here comes Ava. Potters have to work quickly now. Underneath to Claire. and Claire misses the hoop, and the Rockets will go to the line.
Well, the good news is that Preventers isn't at the line, because if Preventers is at the line, you're in big trouble. So going to the line now is
Nakia Carr.
Nakia Carr. She hasn't been in the game, so we'll see what happens.
Carr misses the first.
So 27 seconds left, down 6. You don't even need a three-pointer if she misses this.
She does not miss. Down 7. Ellie will push the ball into the front court. Find Wicks.
Now you need a 3. Now it has to be a 3.
Lightbody comes up with it. And Lightbody will wisely pull it out and run clock, and she will draw the foul against Wicks. And just like that, 13 seconds left, and Lightbody at the line.
Lightbody at the line, she'll shoot 2. And Rob, I think the only thing that is disappointing me is that this game isn't ending closer, because it's not doing justice to the excitement and the effort level from both teams throughout the contest. It was a spectacular game and a spectacular effort by both teams as we count down there 10 seconds.
So we can put this game into the refrigerator, I think. The door is closed, the lights are out, the eggs are cooling, the Jell-O's jiggling, the butter's getting hard, and Reading will run out the clock, and our final score, ladies and gentlemen, will be, after 4 quarters and an overtime, the Reading Rockets 79 and the Arlington Spy Ponders 72. And after being down by 13 points at halftime, Scott, the Spy Ponders made a valiant run in the second half, came up just a little bit short in the final overtime.
I just can't say enough about the Spy Ponders' effort tonight. You know, there was a time when, you know, I personally myself, as a amateur TV color commentator for the city of Arlington, I was getting frustrated, and I thought the seminal moment was senior Abby Ewan fighting through that urge to be frustrated, to hang your head, to be in the moment of the past and not stay in the moment of the present. And she didn't. She fought right through, and then we saw Connolly, the same thing. But, I mean, the three-pointers in the second half, we warned how good this team would be if they started to make three-pointers. I think we saw how good they can be. Unfortunately, it was a night where they were matched by three-pointers by the other team. And Reading's a good club.
Yeah, they're a good club. It was a first league game. Reading's always a good club, and it was a good test for the Spy Ponders. And you mentioned the three-pointers. So senior captain Ellie Demery had 5 of them. She was, by my count, 5 for 5 in the second half. And senior captain Abby Ewan had 2 three-pointers in the second half. And it looks like 12 points overall in the second half. So the senior captains led, and Ava Connolly was 7 for 7 at the free throw line and made 2 free throws herself, 2 three-pointers herself in the second half. Second half was just a lot of big, gutsy performances by the Spy Ponders.
I think this bodes well for the future. You know, Professor, we talked before off air about this game, and we kind of said this might be kind of somewhat of a bench water game. You know, what's his team really like, right? You know, is this just kind of, we got some freshmen and we got a little bit of excitement going on, or is this a team that could maybe really compete for a state tournament berth?
They're tough.
They're tough.
Yeah.
They're tough as heck. They're tough as heck. They don't go away. They don't quit. They don't wallow in mistakes. Okay, they make mistakes. They make mistakes.
They make mistakes. All teams do.
All teams do, and they make maybe a few more than the average Middlesex team. That's going to happen when you play 4 freshmen out of your 7
And an up-tempo style.
in an up-tempo style. But they don't hang their head. The coach doesn't hang their head. They don't get upset if they miss. They don't get upset if they make a mistake. They're on to the next play. And that's going to bode well. That's how improvement happens.
Well, to your point, Scott, I mean, they climbed all the way back. They came within 3. They then fell all the way back to a double-digit deficit. A lot of teams quit right there. A lot of teams never climb all the way back again. They climbed all the way back again and took the lead again. And that speaks to not only kind of skill and poise, but character.
Pride, determination, and the will to win is what that's all about. And then a little bit, then a little bit of talent mixed in too. You got to be able to play, and you saw it all on display. And I'm not generally. I don't know what you are. I mean, are you a big fan of moral victories in general?
Well, I am. You're not. Let me guess.
I'm not usually.
Yeah.
You either won the game or you lost the game. But, this is one where if I'm Coach Mortellette, I mean, how upset can I really be after this game? My team tried as hard as they could. They executed. They were down. They came back. They took a lead. They got down. They came back. They took a lead. They hit threes.
Everybody contributed?
Everybody contributed. This was certainly freshman Annie Harris's coming out party, wouldn't you think?
Junior Annie Harris played a good, strong game.
Annie Harris's coming out party.
Carrie Ann Farina kept him in the first half with 7 points.
Phenomenal in the first half. She was forced to dribble the ball up the court when they were preventing Ava Connolly from handling the basketball. They fought through adversity tonight.
So we will leave it at that. The Spy Pawners fall to 2-3 on the season, and their next game will be at. I have it right here. Their next game will be at Marysville Getchell. Could that be right? In Marysville, Washington?
Yeah.
On
oh, wow.
I think Max Prep has made a boo-boo here.
Has Max Prep gotten us again?
Max Prep has gotten us again.
Max Prep is out to get us.
This
They're
is
out to get me for certain.
CBS Sportsline, folks. So let's call the next game at Woburn on the 5th. So why don't we just move on quickly from that, and who would be ACMi player of the game? Who would be yours, Scott?
My ACMi player of the game is going to be a little bit of a surprise because I thought that the way they adjusted the halftime to what they were doing to Ava Connolly was that Diana Wicks took over at point guard and did a sensational job. And I thought her dribble penetration, her decision-making was key. So Diana Wicks gets my ACMi player of the game.
And I will go with Ellie Demarie hitting the big threes in the second half when they were needed most, showing that senior leadership. So Diana Wicks and Ellie Demarie with the ACMi players of the game.
And the Bing Bang Boomer Award
for the opposing team, the Reading Rockets, will go to.
It's got to be Zagami. I mean, she made all the big threes when they needed them to happen. She was there. She was the difference maker, to be honest with you. As great as Lightbody was, and Lightbody would certainly be the player I would choose if I was to pick one player to be on my team. But the Bing Bang Boom Award goes to Zagami.
And with that, we will call it a wrap. And I'd like to thank our producer, Alex Van Thong, who always does a wonderful job and made this game possible with a skeleton crew. The final score tonight is the Reading Rockets 79, the Arlington Spy Ponders 72, and it took overtime to do it for Scott Zwick. My name is Rob Anthony, and we will see you next time.
Welcome to Arlington Public News. I'm Brenda Mahoney.
And I'm Paul Werlin. Thanks for joining us here at the historic Jefferson Cutter House in Arlington Center.
Everybody in town is looking forward to the upcoming solar eclipse later this month.
What kids find fun means a lot of work for those who have to clean up.
What makes this camp special is the time kids spend with the police and fire departments.
A group of 26 Japanese exchange students filled the studio and control room here at ACMi.
Pasquale went in the goal. The Ponders have scored, they've won.
Out of the changes, the hawk light is the most confusing to Arlingtonians. After spending the morning with the Arlington Fire Department, I'll make sure to thank the firefighters I come across next for the constant work they put in to keep us all safe.
All four projects also encourage pedestrians and cyclists to think about pathways and what they mean.
Students are invited to take yarn, wrap it around any of the poles that they identify with.
As you can see, Arlington Public News is right in the heart of your community.
And welcome back. This is Rob Anthony with Coach Amanda Mortalette. And Amanda, thanks so much for joining us. It was a tough, hard-fought, overtime loss. I know it was a disappointment, but your team showed absolutely no quit at all. What did you learn about the team tonight?
I think just that they do fight through anything. They have a lot of fight in them. I think getting down that much early is hard to come back from, and they fought all the way back, and we just didn't have quite enough to make it to that next one. But I did learn that they have that kind of tenacity, and they go after. I kind of knew that about them. It just hasn't shown as much yet. So, yeah, I think, overall they fought hard.
And Reading was a tough opponent, and in particular, Lightbody and Zagami were a handful. They were a little bit quieter in the second half. What adjustments, if any, did you make to help make that happen?
So we made a little bit of adjustment on who we put on Lightbody. We put a little bit bigger player on her, somebody that could get over screen, more experience that could get over screens, under screens, do what we wanted to do. And then they shot the ball really well, so we just tried to get out on shooters a little bit better and find people in transition.
And, Coach, your team made a lot of big, clutch hoops coming down the stretch to push the game into overtime. And this was your first overtime game of the season. What does playing in such a tough contest moving into an overtime do for your team moving forward?
So, we're a very young team out there. At the end of the game, I had 3 freshmen on the floor. So I think for them, it's a great learning experience. There's nowhere to go but to grow from here, I don't want them to be disappointed in that at all. In the loss, I want them to be kind of hungry to want to win those games. But I think that those experiences, they're going to help us in the future. Like I said, those are 3 freshmen. They're going to learn from that. They're going to grow from that.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach, for joining us after such a close loss. And for my partner, Scott Zwick, and our producer, Alex Van Thong, this is Rob Anthony. And once again, the final score, Reading Rockets 79, Arlington Spy Ponders in overtime 72.